Today's show is brought to you by the 2011 Glazer Kennedy Info Summit and special social media money magnet bonus day. Remember to reserve your seat by August 31st to claim over a $500 discount. Click on the banner on the sidebar for more information.
Hey there, and welcome to this episode of No BS Live TV. I'm called the outrageous marketing guy, Bill Glazer, and on today's show, GKST's very own in-house copywriter, Robert Phillips, who we call the No BS copywriter, is going to join us for a brand new segment we're calling Copy Confidential. Then, I'll be answering one of our viewers' burning marketing questions in our Ask Bill segment, and later, a very special giveaway for one of our viewers.
Hello, this is Robert Phillips, the No BS copywriter at Glazer Kennedy, and today I'm going to share with you 4 simple steps to quickly creating more powerful, attention-grabbing headlines. But first, let me share a story with you. So when I first moved here about 3 years ago, I remember I was driving down the road and I noticed a police car in my rear view mirror. Now, I wasn't speeding or anything, but just the sight of the police car on my tail grabbed my attention. So I made a turn and the police car followed me. I made another turn and the police car followed me again. So at this time I start wondering, is this guy chasing me or not? So finally the policeman turned and he was gone and everything was back to normal. But I had completely forgotten where I was headed. And being new to town, I actually was lost. I didn't even know where I was. So it took me a few minutes to first remember where I was going and second, get back to someplace I knew in the city. So this low-speed police chase had captured and held my attention to such an extent that I had forgotten what I was doing and focused my complete and total attention on the police car. So what does all this have to do with creating attention-grabbing headlines? Plenty. If your headline can so thoroughly seize the reader's attention that he or she forgets everything else to focus on your message, then you've got a winning headline. Here's the good news about headlines. It's not all that difficult to write an attention-grabbing headline. I mean, we're not reinventing the wheel here. Headlines have been written for centuries, and thousands of great headlines proven to attract attention have already been written. And here's the bad news about headlines. If your headline doesn't create enough interest to get your prospect to start reading your sales message, you're done, finished, game over, sale lost. I mean, you might have the greatest product or service, a terrific offer, and on, but you're not going to make the sale if your prospect doesn't read your sales message, are you? That's how important the headline is. So now let's answer the important question. How do you create a winning headline? Here's a simple 4-step formula anyone can follow. Step 1 is to call out your prospect. So think about walking down a crowded street and seeing your friend Jim across the street. How could you grab his attention? You could yell, "Hey!" or "Hey you!" That might work. It would probably attract attention, but it would attract more people than just Jim's attention. So a better option might be to shout, "Hey Jim!" That would be more likely to grab Jim's attention, wouldn't it? So now let's take that principle and apply it to headlines. So for example, let's assume you're a tax attorney looking for clients who are having problems with the IRS. A possible headline might be, "An urgent message to anyone with a problem with the IRS." After all, that's exactly who you're looking for, so why not call them out specifically? So that headline would attract the attention of anyone having problems with the IRS, right? Okay, so now let's improve the headline. Step 2, be as specific as possible. So a surefire way to improve any headline is to be more specific about who you're calling out. Now, I don't know anything about the business of helping people who are having problems with the IRS, but it must be a big business judging by the number of advertisements I see on TV. So I would imagine the service is offered at either a fee or for a fixed percentage of the amount of the money saved by the client when the attorney negotiates down the amount of taxes they owe, or it could even be both. So with that in mind, the tax attorney probably has minimum requirements for the amount owed to the IRS in order to make the service profitable. So the tax attorney wouldn't want to waste a bunch of time talking to people who only owe, say, $500 or $1,000, because there wouldn't be enough room to make a profit. So for argument's sake, let's say that someone has to owe at least $10,000 to make it worthwhile for the tax attorney to take the case. So now let's take that knowledge and be more specific about the type of prospect called out by the headline. So how about an urgent message to anyone with a $10,000 or more, in parentheses, problem with the IRS. So you see how that headline is more specific. So this serves two purposes. First, it should save time by eliminating calls from prospects the tax attorney couldn't help in the first place. So people who owe the IRS less than $10,000 shouldn't call based on that headline. Second, the headline should be even more effective at grabbing the attention of the type of prospects the tax attorney is really looking for. But we can still do better. So let's move on to step 3, which is inflict pain. So another way to improve your headlines is to inflict pain. Not in a mean-spirited, harmful way, though. Humans don't like pain and will take action to remove pain from their lives. Whether it could be physical pain, like a headache or a backache. It could be emotional pain, like a divorce. Or it could be financial pain, like in our example, someone who has problems with the IRS, or any other kind of pain you could think of. So you want to remind them of the pain in your headline. So you could use a headline like this: an open message to anyone with a $10,000 or more financial headache, in quotation marks, courtesy of the IRS. So you can see how the headline is getting better, stronger, more powerful, more attention-grabbing. The words financial headache remind the prospect of the pain and hassle of having to deal with the IRS, but we can still do better. Step number 4, offer benefits or solutions. So regardless of the product or service you're selling, there must be some benefit or solution, or there would be no basis for selling it in the first place, right? So use that to your advantage. People are looking for benefits that will improve their lives and solutions to problems. In the case of the tax attorney, what's the benefit or solution? Well, there could be several. Overall, the tax attorney is providing solutions to problems with the IRS by offering resolution and the peace of mind of putting the pain and hassle of dealing with the IRS behind them. Another benefit might be saving money if the debt can be negotiated down to pennies on the dollar. A third benefit might be speed. Maybe the tax attorney can do all this in 30 days or less. So now we have even more ammunition for our headline. How about this? A quick solution for anyone with a $10,000 or more financial headache inflicted by the IRS that could also save you thousands of dollars. Now we're getting somewhere. We've added 2 benefits to the headline. First, we're offering a solution, and not only a solution, but a quick solution. And second, we're offering the possibility of saving thousands of dollars. Now, what if you were a tax attorney that used to be an IRS agent and have now switched sides and become an advocate for people having problems with the IRS? So you've been on the other side of the fence and know the tricks and tactics used by the other team, right? You could and should incorporate that into your headline. So how about this one? Former IRS agent reveals the dirty little secrets the government hopes you never discover that could cure financial headaches by resolving IRS disputes of $10,000 or more and saving you thousands of dollars in 30 days or less, guaranteed. It should be very easy to see that this headline is much better than the one we started with. Okay, that's it for this tip. This is Robert Phillips, the Glazer Kennedy's No BS copywriter, and we'll see you next time with another tip for writing more powerful sales copy.
At this year's Info Summit, we're bringing in some of the top information marketing experts who are going to share their sizzling secrets for info marketing success. So make sure you register for the Info Summit before August 31st to save over $500 on your registration, and click that banner on the sidebar for more information.
So Robert, it's good to have you now as a new featured guest. Let us know what you think about the new segment in the comments below. And if you have ideas for other new segments you'd like to see in the show, post them to the comments below as well. All right, this week's question comes from Jimmy Cantel in Cincinnati, Ohio. So Jimmy writes, Bill, I am just starting a business in the carpet retail business, and I have been racking my brain trying to think of a clever name. Is there anything I should know before picking a company name? Is the company name a crucial part of branding, or is it really just pretty insignificant? So, Jimmy, a couple things. First of all, the name can be very significant. I also found it kind of interesting that you asked it to me relates to branding, because at Glazer Kennedy, we always say that branding is really a byproduct of really the only kind of marketing that you want to do, which is direct response marketing. So we don't necessarily teach, and also are big believers in thinking about branding, especially about spending money for branding. But it can help you with your branding. But more importantly, it's a smart question because of the fact of names can make a big difference with your marketing. And of course, the branding will be a byproduct of that. And so the kind of thing that I like the best is names that are delivering either some kind of an outcome or some kind of a description of what you provide, or sort of give some kind of benefit to people. So for example, magnetic marketing is a product that we sell at Glazer Kennedy. The name is powerful because it sounds like it just people magnetically are attracted to you. Renegade Millionaire Marketing, it clearly calls out the kind of person, a renegade person who's also a millionaire. A big brand such as Subway, yes, it is a brand, it's the name of a company, but at the same time, it's Subway. It's a really great connect for them. Value Pack, the big folks that are out there sending all the coupons out in their mail. Value Pack, great name because it's delivering something that's a great value, and it's a pack. In your particular business, something like Quick Clean Carpet and Flooring. Quick Clean Carpet and Flooring. Quick Clean. That's something that delivers a benefit right away. So yes, what I'm telling you is that the name can be very important. Doesn't have to be a great name, because many companies out there have horrible, crappy names. I've even had companies I've owned with horrible, crappy names. But if you can come up with some kind of great name that can deliver a great benefit or can really describe really well what you do, it does make a really big difference. So real smart question, Jimmy. So, well, Jimmy, thanks for the question, and good luck with that new business venture of yours. And also, after you figure out that name, send it in to us. We'll take a look at it for you, okay?
$1 bonus time.
Now, welcome to our $1 bonus giveaway. Now, for those of you who don't know what the $1 bonus giveaway is, here's what this is all about. I want you to go right now and download our $1 bonus for this week between now and Friday. And when you do that, you'll automatically be entered to win a copy of this week's web deal.
Mara here, bringing you this week's $1 bonus prize to one lucky winner. Purchase this week's $1 bonus and you'll be entered to win Dan Kennedy's Celebrity Promotions Swipe File. With Dan Kennedy's Celebrity Promotions Swipe File, you will discover how to make your business and yourself rich and famous with simple, proven, and effective real-world tactics for tapping into the power of celebrity association. This is one of our customer favorites at GKIC. All right, now back to the show.
Now let's move on to the drawing.
Congratulations to Christopher Ripley, our winner of last week's prize for purchasing the $1 bonus. Chris, you can expect to see Dan Kennedy's WOTH attraction in your mailbox shortly. Want to win our free giveaway for this week? All you have to do is purchase today's $1 bonus for just $1, and you will instantly be entered to win this week's prize.
Okay, and that's it for today's episode. And make sure to check out the web bar for this week's $1 bonus. I love that. You try saying $1 bonus 3 times real fast. Oh, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.